okay, I pulled myself together enough that I can do this next video. The next thing that I want to share is that it is not your job to make other people comfortable. It is not something that you need to worry about if you're talking about your significant other or your dad or your mom, whoever your loved one was that you lost. I say significant other just because that's my grief. When people are around, you don't have to tiptoe around mentioning that person. I mean, you can. If you truly know something that you're going to say is just going to hurt people, like, obviously, use your judgment. But it's okay to make other people uncomfortable. If somebody asks you, are you okay? And you say no, that's okay. You don't have to say yes. Yes, I'm okay. Or, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. If you're not doing good and you're not doing okay, it is not your job to make them comfortable. Because you think about it and you're like, how awkward is it going to be if they're like, hey, how are you doing? And you're like, awful. Like shit, it's hard to get up. What are they going to say back? I'm sorry. What a weird situation to be in, right? But that's okay. That is okay. Because it's not your job. It is not on you to make people feel comfortable. So you have to cover up your emotions or what you're feeling or the truth. You don't have to do that. I did that. I tried doing that to so many people. I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing all right. And while it was true, I was hanging in there. I was hanging. Literally hanging there. Barely hanging on for the longest time. Feeling like a zombie almost. And when people would ask how I was doing, I would say I was okay. You don't have to lie. You don't have to lie. You don't have to make them comfortable. But that's what I felt like I needed to do. Or if I said, after a year, if somebody asked me a question about him, how are you doing? Is it still okay for me to say, still not great? Nope, you're like, some days are harder. Yeah, that would be the polite thing to say. I'm not telling you to be completely blunt and rude and be like, every day sucks, I hate life, and I don't want to do this anymore, but I am. You can say that, but I suggest doing that with your safe people, like in your support system area. Be honest with what you're going through. Don't weigh yourself down from that. Don't be more concerned with their comfort than your truth or what you're going through. Be considerate. Still be empathetic, especially if you're talking to somebody who knew that person too and that they're struggling with it too. Be honest. Be honest. Don't make yourself uncomfortable or feel like it is your responsibility to bring comfort to other people. When my husband died, that is what I felt. It is my responsibility to make everyone else feel better because I didn't want them to feel like I was. I had a sign made for my ex-mother-in-law for Mother's Day. I went and got pictures developed of my late husband and like one with his sister, one with his stepdad, one with his mom, and I framed them all and I brought these all to them and I gave them these pictures, and that's the kind of stuff that I was doing because I didn't want other people to hurt and I didn't want other people to feel uncomfortable. So I'm a fixer anyways, and I tried to fix other people, and I just want you to know that is not on you. Their pain and suffering is not your responsibility to fix. You can be a support system for them if you're able to be a support system for them. If you're not in a position to be a support system for anyone else and you are just struggling to get yourself through it, you need to focus on yourself first. It's just like they tell you, if an airplane's going down, you don't put the oxygen mask on someone else first. You put it on yourself first. Because if you pass out, you can't help anybody else, right? Right. So you have to take care of you first. So that's the next thing that I have to say. There is more. There is more. Keep watching.